Okay, very good morning here on the 19th of October 2018. My name is Rishi Patel, co-founder of Master the Markets, the Elite Trades Conference and the Trades Open Day. And it is, of course, time for our weekly market roundup. Here we'll be analyzing world markets and looking at the performance that we have gained for the week so far. And what I want to talk about today specifically is the performance that we have had on the various trading rooms, as well as one of the key things that you can ask a trading provider to look for when you are basing your decisions to trade the market and to learn how you can trade. So that's the key of the topic this week. It's something I'm going to be building on over the next series of weeks, really. Because we want to really develop it into a topic. So that's the key thing just there. So several things that you can do when you're working with a trading provider. You should ask by way of getting the best value for your money, and I'm going to be discussing one of those things this week. So let's start by looking at the various trade opportunities for the week so far. In the live trading room, we've had 3 trade opportunities this week. The first one being the dollar-yen lift-off trade, which you're currently seeing on my screen at the moment, is sitting at around about the break-even level. So not really too much going on with that at this time. You can see we entered it actually here on the 16th, and it has been pretty much just floating and accumulating since then. So no real movement in the market. We have at this time trailed our stop to the low of this bar here. This is a reversal primary setup, and so as a result that we have trailed our stop loss, and so we are on the low of that. If we do take a loss at this time, we'll be out of the market at 11454. That would represent a loss of, let's see, 11454. That would represent, sorry, I got that wrong. The take profit is 11454. The stop is 111.92. So 11192 is the trailing stop, and if it did take that out, it would represent a loss of 0.57%, which is around about the average loss that the euro dollar does take per losing trade. So that would be good because it's been minimized. That's the key. We also took the euro yen long as well. You can see that here. That didn't work out for us. That actually stopped us out for a loss, full 1% loss there of £527. You can see that just there. So a losing trade here on the Euro-Japanese yen. We were under the impression that the low here with this prime -1, the low here of this prime -1 would hold in the market. And you can see on this bar it proved that it wouldn't do that. That was yesterday, which is Thursday. So a loss there on the euro yen of 1%, giving us a net closed profit on the live trading room of 0.8%, because the winning trade for the month, of course, not the month, the week I should say, so the winning trade of the week really was this one just here, which was the euro US dollar, where we sold the market on this price bar just here. This was the price we sold the market, and you can see that we entered on the close. We took our profit off the table on the next bar itself for 2.5 times PSWB. So that was the winning trade of the week, taking us up to 0.8% of closed profit this week. And of course the dollar yen for us is still running in the market, so don't forget that just there. So that's the closed profit of 1,980 on the euro US dollar. We have a loss of -1% on the dollar Japanese yen, and a floating profit at the moment on the euro Japanese yen as well. As I say, closed profit this week of 0.8%. Let's take a look at the results from the elite trading room this week. It's a little unlucky on the elite room as well this week, so we have had some losing trades. That's okay, it's a part of the game, especially when we get massive months to take 14% off the table as we had in September. There's bound to be a little pullback. We took a smart money trade on the euro yen, also looking for this low to hold. Of course that didn't, so we were stopped out of the market there for 1%. Same thing on this pound dollar. We were looking for this primary here to fail, and it didn't. You can see the primary went on to succeed. It did create a confirmed swing in the market, which is not in line with our expectations. So that also took us out for 1% loss as well. But we have got a floating profit at this time on the dollar yen on prime profits. So you can see we entered on the close here on the market. The system has taken this trade. We are long at the moment. We're up around about 0.5% at the moment, and we have a profit target is in this region somewhere here. So we're looking for the price to extend into today. Let's see what happens. We'll make a judgment call towards the end of the day to see how we're going to use that dollar yen, if we're going to keep it or if we're going to close it. So we will make a call at the end of the day based on the quantified rule set. That's pretty much it by way of trades here in the various trading rooms. So a loss of -2% closed on the elite room this week. However, that floating profit of 0.5% still exists on that dollar yen and could go anywhere up to 4% upside is what we're seeing at the moment here. We have a target of 120 pips, which actually is this price level here. 113.36. It is in that region, the profit target just there. It could take us up to 4%, which would take us up to 2% closed profit on the elite room for the week. But that's neither here nor there because it hasn't happened yet. So let's go on to the topic of the week. The first thing that you can ask a trader training company by way of assessing credibility to understand if you want to work with them is what? It's quite simply a track record. You know, you should ask for some sort of a track record. So that doesn't need to necessarily be a track record by way of account statement, but it does need to be a track record, as at very least, performance record. So a record of all historical trades for at least 5 years of back testing and 1 year worth of forward testing. You need that as an absolute minimum to assess if you would like to be working with that trader's training company or not. So this is the first thing that I would ask for if I were to start afresh. I would request that the company shows me 5 years worth of back testing. 5 years worth of back testing as an absolute minimum just there. So you can see, ideally, if you can see the individual trades break down trade by trade, so you can actually verify the trades in the market with the entry and exit dates. And then actually you can see an overall performance and equity curve for what you can expect as well. And it would be great as well if you could see the drawdown parameters as well. So this is all very important. Then you need 1 year's worth of forward tested results as well. So once you get the 5 years worth of back testing, remember that's historical testing to prove that the strategy makes money historically in theory, but theory is not strong enough. You need to know what happens in forward. And so you should get 1 year's worth of forward testing where the trades were executed live and real market as well. And just to make sure, again, you should verify the trades to see when they were entered, when they were exited, and the profit and loss that was made. So that's the key goal just there on the live trading room, and that's, you can see, of course, we can provide that evidence just there. This is one of the things that I would ask a trader training company by way of credibility, just to make sure as well if they can give you recordings of video for when they took these trades as well. That's even more powerful. And so we actually have an archive of recordings for the last 5 to 6 years almost of all the trading rooms that we've taken, and every time we've called a trade it is videoed as well. So it really proves that the company takes the trades as well as calls them live real market, verifying their track record. So that's what I would ask for. One of the things I would ask for. I'll build on this series of videos in terms of what to ask for by way of credibility from a trader training company, but number one is the historical performance for 5 years for that particular trading strategy, the live real-time performance for 1 year for that trading strategy, and the videos all backed up, showing those trades were taken in live real markets. And you need to be able to verify everything. So that's number one in terms of things to ask for a trade training company. To verify credibility, we'll build on this in future video series. That's pretty much it from me for this one. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Until the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master. Bye for now.